Hello there everybody, welcome back to another MapleStory video, specifically a triple M video, if you can believe that or not. What is triple M? It sounds like a microwave if you hit that shit. What does it mean? Monday Maple Musings? Yeah, that's right. No, it is Monday Maple Musings, because Maple Monday is the Deboki thing, and I strictly did not want it to be that, because, listen man, Deboki's the guy I used to watch when I was like 10. Gotta respect the OGs, you feel me? Anyways, what is this series? We take a look at the subreddit, we just look at the top posts of the week, and we just kind of chit-chat, yip-yap. If that sounds like your cup of tea, please pull up a snack, maybe get a drink, and enjoy. Hopefully you're whopping or something. I don't know, man. And of course, for the engagement, make sure you like or dislike the video. I don't think it matters what you do, as long as you do something. Engagement is engagement. And of course, if you want to help me feel better, subscribe. That's the thing that does nothing, but it makes me feel better because the number is bigger. And bigger number equals better person. Oh yeah, I saw this fucking rug, and I thought it was the coolest shit ever. This is a meme that I thought was really funny too, during the maintenance. Also, shout out to the maintenance actually being, like, pretty clean. Like, I mean, I gotta give credit where credit's due. The maintenance went pretty fucking smoothly, fellas. Okay, let's start with this. So, the first thread of the week, and I think this is so fucking sick. My wife made me a mushroom-tufted rug for my birthday. Look at this. That looks so good. Brother. Get me a wife that, one, gives a shit about MapleStory, and two, has fucking talent like this. My god. Buying girlfriend or whatever. I'll pay like 50k RSGP. Hit me up if you're in the business. Buying GF. Yeah, see, I even fucking commented on that. It's so cool. And it's just really wholesome. I love shit like this, man. This is why I look at the subreddit. This is why I look at Reddit in general. And then updated GM infographic 2025. So this is a meme based on all of, like, the class infographics, and somebody dropped this shit. Which, honestly, kind of funny. My favorite is, Star Glazer, Die or Die. Love that. The music note gives Inkwell the perfect pitch he's been dying to find. You can trade it for a rare item if you go to the free market entrance, or talk to Inkwell and Hennessy before March 30th. Burst sequence is fucking crazy. You hit him with the police GM MapleStory, you hit him with your burst sequence macro, and then you just fucking spam double maintenance time. And then you hit him with the angry pink bean emoji. And then you get banned from the Discord. So the legend says. Star Glazer, I love that. DMT apparently has a CD of 0 seconds and still manages to skip cooldowns. Shit. Thank you, Inkwell. Skill would be insane. Oh my god, he actually explains it. That's cool. I came back to the game less than a week ago. Can someone explain it to me? Class infographics are a popular way to show the necessary info for a class in an image. Example. The meme pretends that the GM is an actual class. Oh my god. I love this. Clearing up. The interactive is too expensive complaint and why Inkwell should address insane cube prices. So, this thread actually sounds kind of interesting. I'm interested to integrate with this bitch and see what's poppin'. In a month's time, the September patch will contain the UI update that brings in the new Star Force and upgrading UI. I think now is a great chance to have a discussion on the crazy cube prices in interactive and demand something better. Interactive players have been saying for years now that cube prices in interactive have been too expensive. The most common response to that complaint is just play heroic then, or interactive is supposed to cost money. While these are valid responses, what interactive players want is better value. I'll start off with explaining with why it is so expensive. The cost problem. A single glowing cube is $1.10 and change. A single bright cube is $2. A single bonus glowing cube is $2.18, and a single bonus bright cube is NA. You can't buy them. They give out 30 to 60 as event cubes every 6 months. They have had 2 sales in 5 years for a weekend. The majority of the time, if a player wants to improve their B-pot lines, they have to re-roll the existing line. As everyone knows, the cost of 3-line an item can range from dozens to cubes to hundreds, so let's do the math for making a single item such as an endgame Eternal Top. The main pot will cost on average 1,109 glowing cubes for 13, 10, 10, 1,220 USD on average. The B pot will cost on average 1,401 bonus glowing cubes, 3,054 USD on average. Flames, dependent on our event RNG and luck, this one is lower cost than others, a few dozen dollars to $100 and $200. Scrolling, the first slot ICOG for 6 attack costs a few bucks. After that, 8 slots are left, and each V-scroll costs around $90, $720 for the remaining slot. Including the first slot, this is around $740 in all. Keep in mind that these items like hats have 13 slots. That is true, I remember this. I dig deep for that. For some reason, hats have an insane amount of slots. Star Force. On Shining Star Force with average odds, it costs 43 billion and 2 booms to get an Eternal to 22 star. Meso is 1 bill to $4 right now, and Clean Kalos Eternals cost 6 bill. 43 plus 12 equals 55 bill. 49 bill times 4 is about $220 to Star Force. All in all, this single Eternal Top costs around $5,364 to make on average from scratch. This is excluding the cost to double Prime, 23-star attempts with the new SF system coming up, going for 6-3 ICOG scrolls, or return V scrolls for 8 attack, which can be hundreds of dollars a slot. For those that think this is an unrealistic price to pay for a single item, many regular whales paid these prices when Eternals were new and there were no other options to get them besides creating your own. The Emblem Money Sink. The amount of cubes it can cost a 3-line and emblem. The average is around 3,200 cubes. The average cubes to roll a 3-line B-pot is 8,370. That's $18,246. Now think about 3-line attack B-pot on a secondary. 9,471 cubes on average. A Jenny weapon, 9,000 cube average. Yeah, I mean, these items are already a fucking nightmare to cube on reboots. As somebody who is very aware of variance, as I'm usually somebody who typically, I mean, obviously luck is luck. I just typically feel like I get the bad end of variance on things that really suck ass sometimes. And this is why I try to like giga over prepare for everything, because I understand that averages are just averages. Obviously medians are just medians. You can just never hit it. Genuinely, you can. If there is no pity system, like a hard pity system, it is theoretically possible for you to never see 3-line like attack on a secondary or something. Obviously, the more attempts you put into it, the less and less likely that is to occur, but in theory, it is possible to just never hit it. And the average cost is still absurd. Obviously, you have the aspect of on interactive servers, you're able to buy these things, but that only goes so far, I think, because at some point, someone has to make the item, right? Cost prohibitive strategy. The cost to make your own gear is so prohibitive for the vast majority of the player base that most players have to resort to other methods on the server that have their own ups and downsides. You either have to be Jeff Bezos or have insane luck to even have a chance. You have the special cube sales. Uni cubes are $6.70 per cube, 50 cubes per account. The uni cube selects a random potential line and you can choose to reroll that line or not. Example, you have a weapon that has 13, 13, 10, 13, 13 attack, 10 dex. You roll the uni cube to randomly highlight the dex line, 1 in 3 chance, and then you reroll that specific line only and hope for a boss or attack line. If the uni cube highlights the wrong line, you can use another uni cube. Yes, you just use 6.7 $2 to highlight the wrong line, and another chance at highlighting the line you want. This cube is best for having a 2-line double prime ready to go and hoping you reroll the third line into something useful. Uni cubes have been on sale 3 times in the last 5 years. Violet cubes are $3 per cube, 150 cubes per account. The violet cube gives you 6 random lines that you can choose 3 lines to keep. The cube is best used for rolling standard 3-line items, not prime. Violet cubes go on sale once, maybe twice a year. Quality cubes, $3.50 per cube, 30 cubes per account. This cube works like a glowing cube, but it gives a prime line on all 3 lines. This cube was the best for gloves and accessories for drop meso lines. Equality cubes went on sale twice around 4 to 5 years ago and have never been back. The bonus bright cubes are $3.50 per cube, unlimited quantity. This cube works like a bright cube, but for Beepot. Bonus bright cubes went on sale twice in the past 5 years. This shit is absurd to me. I 100% agree. Like, not even factoring in the price of the cubes themselves, just the fact that there are so many, like, for example, bright Beepot cubes. Why are these not just on sale all the time? You can sort of make an argument for things like uni cubes and violet cubes, but they need to be sold more often. 4 times a year. Shit, more than that. And obviously, like I said, I'm not factoring in the prices or anything. The prices are just insane. Obviously, we know that. I don't know if the price will ever change, though. Cube sales come twice a year, and players will save all the year just for the cube sale events. The rest of the year, free-to-play or low-spender players have almost no way to make progress unless they get extremely lucky. Yeah, the event meta is still very much prevalent in Reboot as well, though it's not to, like, the extreme of this, because in Reboot, while you can definitely make the argument that time is money, and by saving time, you're saving money, it's literally you're saving money in regular, so you kind of have to. Unless, again, you're Jeff Bezos, in which case it doesn't matter. And then you have your bot sellers. There are people that make hundreds of accounts to build up and claim the free event cubes to sell services at a significant discount. You can either spend 2 USD on a bright cube or buy service from these account farmers for 1/3 of the price. Nexon has recently made all event cubes karma only, but that hasn't stopped some people with getting around this. Event cubes. Players do get event cubes every few months, but we only get 30 to 60 cubes per event. This is basically pennies. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's not very many cubes when you need on average like 8,000 cubes or something to hit the 3-line secondary. I agree. Boss cubes drop hard. Bosses drop hard and solid cubes, and there's constant selling of them. However, these cubes have worse tier up and line rates than the cash shop cubes. They're also untradeable, so if players want to buy service, they have to risk losing their item. It is absolutely stupid that these cubes are not tradable. I 100% agree. I've always said that. And then you have the auction house. The main way that most F2P players will progress is by saving up money and buying hand-me-downs from other players or taking advantage of someone else's cubing / star forcing luck. These items are 99% of the time always cheaper than making it yourself. That 5300 Eternal Top example I showed you earlier, that top is now worth around $1,000 in the market. Now, depreciating items is a part of the game, and players do knowingly pay a premium to have access to the top items first. Yeah. And then obviously, boohoo, just play heroic. There are many reasons why people play interactive. The market, the trading, frenzy totems, ability to cut progression time with money. Interactive players are not asking for the server to be free or asking for a better value for $1 and away from mid-game, early game players to make more meaningful gain per dollar than what it is currently. And then obviously this guy's solutions make cubes in general cheaper. I'm talking a permanent 30 to 50% price discount on all the cubes. Better yet, bring in Magic Wand system. The ability to reroll lines with Meso. The Magic Wand system also makes it so that both main and bonus pot, they work like bright cubes. Permanently introduce B-pot bright cubes. It's insane in 2025 players can't reroll their B-pot lines, yeah. Make hard and solid cubes tradable. This just needs to happen. Like, candidly speaking, it just needs to happen. Everything else, I mean, it's up to you in your own opinions and takes. I don't have, like, a great opinion. I definitely do think prices on cubes could stand with going down, 100%. I also do think black B-pot cubes should be sold all the time. It just makes no sense why they're not. And yeah, I completely agree. If interactive exists, then the interactive servers should have a playable experience. That's not to say that the experience isn't playable, but it's not very friendly or smooth. It should be improved, 100%. This post needs to stay up for eternity, facts. If you're going to include scrolling, you should also talk about the other scrolling options that most players choose. I only point this out because it might inadvertently make the Go Heroic mentality worse if people think super expensive V-scrolls are the only option. This is fair. But I think it is interesting. I also don't fully disagree with this, which is also like an underlying thing that I've always said throughout these videos, and like anytime like the topic of like Nexon changing things comes up. Really, the bottom line is they look at metrics, and if the metrics are going in the direction they want them to be going, they're very less incentivized to change things, right? It doesn't make it right, it's just kind of like the truth of the matter. Anyways, let me know what you guys think. I actually do think this was a pretty well thought out post, all things considered, honestly. I mean, it's an interesting discussion that I do think warrants being had. And then you have your Mulong Night Troop hidden mission. This is how you do it if you want to do it. Bing, bang, boom. You get a panda outfit set. Very cute. And then the final thing that we're going to take a look at, and I figured this was worth it, a little PSA. You have to log in to the character that you've linked in the dojo before the event ends, because if you don't, it won't gain the XP, and if you don't do it, then you will lose the XP, thus the levels. So make sure you get your free 260. And with that, I think that's it. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. Make sure you like the video if you like it, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I'll see you guys all in the next one. Thank you to my YouTube members, It's Biscuits in Your Diz, Remix My Life, I'm New Food. Love all you guys very, very much, and I'll see you guys all next one. Bye!